Hello everyone and welcome to another webinar by Catenda. I'm your host today, Julien Benoit. I'm CCO at Catenda, and today we are together to discuss the new feature in Beamsync, the 2D viewer drawing underlay. So let me drive you through and explain what it is about. So here is a screenshot of this feature implemented. We will see that in details in a few minutes. But this is the purpose, introducing an underlay on the Beamsync 2D viewer so that you can have a detailed view of your drawings and have severals to better understand what's going on in the project and to report issues and make comments on both model and drawings. During this session, we'll see together the first step is to use the Storey Configurator. So I will explain in details what it does and what's the purpose of this one. It's a feature in itself, I would say. Attached to this Storey Configurator, you have the drawings as underlay. So this is the ability to place PDF from your project under the 2D view. I will show you an example in Beamsync. I will use Beamsync to explain all this. And at the end, I will demonstrate on the same project the result of this in our mobile app. So you can see the use of this feature from the site. So let's go in a project from Beamsync so I can show you how it works. So as you may know, Beamsync has an online viewer for 3D models. If you select your models here, you are able to display them in the viewer in your favorite browser. But on top of that, you also have a 2D viewer. So let me clear the view a bit. You have these 2D buttons, and when you click on these 2D buttons, you will see this window popping up, the 2D viewer. And of course, you can maximize it so you can see better. And what is important to understand for you is that this view is generated by Beamsync from the models. So we create, like the platform creates that view. It's not something you download or upload. It's just something we create based on the IFCs that you push into the platform. And as you can see here, each model generates its own 2D view. So if I add in the model the structural 2D view and the 3D view and the 2D view for the MEP model, you will see here that now there's a column in this part of the building, and in here you will see some pipes. So this is the existing features as we have it inside Beamsync. Now, the Storey Configurator and the 2D drawing underlay kind of enhance this feature for Beamsync users. So where to start? First, you need to go to the models area, and in here you will have something called Storey Configuration. You need to be, I think I need to check that, but I think you need to be admin to have this right. It's not for everyone to be able to do that. Yeah, you need to be admin to activate that feature. So you click on the hamburger menu here and you go to Storey Configuration. Here you can see that there's a button to add what's called a new building. So in that sense, a new building is an organization of your 2D views. So let's create a new building. I will use for that one the ARC model, and the building I will call it ARC 2D, let's say. And I will attach to these views the architecture model and the structural model. And below that first tile called building, you will see that it will look for the stories that are available inside each models and display them here with their own elevation. So you see that there's the top of the footing from the structural model, then you have the first floor, then you have the second floor, and then you have the roof main. Yeah. So I will keep those. I will just get rid of the footing top and just use those. So first floor, second floor, and roof. As you can see here, we can change the elevation. So you can adjust the elevation for the 2D view in order to change. So it depends on the level, of course, but you don't always, yeah, it depends on how it is set, but you will change what you see depending on the settings that you have. So if you want to cut that 1.5 here, you can do it by doing so. Here we go. So you see that they have two models. So I have the structural and the architectural one. And now I can save this configuration. So what it does is that if I go back to the 3D viewer and display the 2D view, you will now find, now maybe I need to reload, sorry. Here we go. So if I pop up the 2D view for the architecture model, you will now find a new button that looks like a building. And in here, you will see either the regular models that just display only the architecture one, or you can activate this Arc 2D setting, which will display automatically the floors that you selected to have, and the section view will be done at the level you chose, and the first floor. So here you see I have both models, architecture and structural. And this is the first step to set up correctly your 2D underlay. So now let me go back to the Storey configuration. So let me see. On the first floor, this one, I will add, you see there's options to be selected. In here I will add drawings. It's a beta feature, so we still need to set up a few things, but it's functional, it's available for everyone. So I will add to this view drawings from the project. So in the document section I have drawings. So I will go to see there, and I will go to the architectural drawings, and I will pick the first floor underlay, this one, composite floor, floor plan. Here we go. So you need first to save the configuration, so it's stored, and now I will align the drawings. So to do that, you need to select what building you're setting and what floor you are adjusting. So in here you will see the 2D view generated by Beamsync on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side you have the drawing you selected. So there's no really magic here. You have two targets to align on each views, so the platform can know how to align the drawings. But you have to do this only once, and once it's done, so I do it quick because don't want to spend too much time here, but you can set things quite accurately, and then you have to do the same on the other hand. So just go here, set the second one. I tend to align on the internal parts, it's more accurate than the external. Then I will confirm the result, so it displays what it does, and I'm quite happy with that. Sorry, the PDFs are not high quality on this demo project, but you see what it does. And then I can approve that. Done. The good thing is that you're using documents from the Beamsync project, which means if you have a new revision popping up, this will be used also on this 2D view. So if we go back to the viewer now and activate again the 2D viewer, you should see in this view, maybe it needs to be reloaded, probably the case. Here we go. So as you can see now in this setup, the project called Arc 2D, I have the 2D view from Beamsync with the object that I can select, like the rooms. And then I have as an underlay the PDF I selected. So this is a drawing composite first floor plan. So now when you have issues to be made like this one, you can select information, or you can use it for information that are available in the model, but also available from the 2D view. So you can create, like, add a marker here, create a new issue, and then you can make a comment from either the information of the model and the information of the drawing that you selected. Here we go. I just finished this, so it's operational. Now you have an issue based on the information you get either from the 2D and the 3D view. So that's the first use case that you can have for these drawings, and you can select a different drawing for each floor. So now what I want to insist on, in a way, is that there's a great use case with the Storey Configurator, is that you can have several buildings to display several different information in your 2D view. So let's do an example together. I will add a new building here based only on the architecture model, and I will just keep one floor, in a way. So I will call this one ceilings 2D. It's based on the arc model, and I will remove all the floors except the second one. That's the one I want to use. So in that floor, you see it's the second floor. I will save this configuration, and now I will use another kind of drawings. And if I search for a ceiling, I will find reflected ceiling for a second floor, and this is what I want to use here. Save the configuration, and I will go to the align option again. So the align option will be for this ceilings 2D building, and I will select the second floor. Same operation as before. You need to adjust the little targets here. No way around that for now. So let's do it as quick as possible. Yep, sorry, I will just do it like this. And here, I think, and how does it look here? So that's the one, and here, let me see, what do I have here? Okay, so maybe I will use the external part in that case. There we go. So let's see. Oh, probably did a mistake here. What did I do wrong? Let me see. Oh, yeah, I think I have it. That's the one. Yes, looks great. Sorry for the mistake, but you see, it's not, yeah, depending on the origin of the drawings and all that, we can't really avoid to have this manual placement. So it's approved. I have now a new drawing in my configuration, and I have two so-called buildings into this Storey configurator. So if I go back now to the viewer, you will see that in this selection button, maybe I need to reload again so I can see the changes. Yeah, so now you have this Arc 2D view available, and if you click on the ceilings 2D, sorry, you can see now that I can display not the regular architecture drawing as an underlay, but I can select the ceiling view, which gives me more information if I want to have a specific survey or a specific review on site about the ceiling dispositions and tiling. I can do it from this view. And I think it's very handy also because other drawings can be placed, like piping, HVAC, MEP, anything that is MEP that stands on the ceiling can be displayed like this. So it really improves the ability to make issues and comments starting from a 2D point of view. So now will be the time of, so as I said, just a quick recap. This feature needs to be set from the Storey configuration you can create several buildings, as much as you want, in fact. And in each building, you will select a bunch of stories, and each story has an extra option to attach a drawing. And this drawing has an option, so you can go to the document inside the document section. So it will show you the original drawing. You can realign it, you can delete, and as I said, every time you have a new revision, the new revision will be pushed to the view. So I think now it's time for me to show you this feature from the mobile app and how to use it there. So the app is loaded. I go to the 2D view and I can display here the 2D view for the same project. As you can see, I can find the building configuration, the ceiling one and the arc one. And by zooming in on this 2D view, you will be able to see your drawing as an underlay of your model. Let's change the space name so you have the numbers. And now you can see the 2D underlay. So you can make an issue from there by a simple click. You make an issue, you need to set up a title, and this will be saved with the correct location. So let me type something relevant about the ceiling, and done. So it's very easy, very quick to select this from the site. That's the idea. Now we save the location so you can see it back and jump back to the view here and see that there's an issue in that room. If I jump to another building, the arc 2D, you can change the floor, so see that there's one floor without a drawing and there's another floor with the drawing. So if I go back first floor and zoom out a bit, you see that there's been an issue set here about door clearance probably. So if I check on this button, I will jump back to the issue, see the viewpoints in the 3D model, so I can play that back. And if we give it some time to load, you will find the exact same view from your mobile app. So it's a good combination between the 2D view and the 3D view. So you have all the information you need to have the drawing information, the 2D information from the model, and the 3D information. That's a great way to be using that on the field. So back on Beamsync on my desktop, you can see that now I have the new issue from the mobile app I just did right now. So I can go back here and see the report from the site. That is a combination of the comment on this 2D underlay and the 3D model, which is, I think it's great. So thank you for attending this session with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. You will find this video again on our YouTube channel. And if you have any question, please don't hesitate to reach out. And in the meantime, I wish you a very good day and see you in the next one. Bye.